Good afternoon, everybody. Approaching 12 noon it is. Time for a noontime movement snack in the half-time of the game between Jamaica and France. So if you are watching that, this is a perfect interlude. Get you moving a little bit and hopefully get you feeling a little bit more up for it. I need a little bit of that today. Very late night. My niece's 21st birthday party yesterday, hence why I wasn't around for the 4 p.m. Dave's got that today as well. So yeah, we went out for a bit. There was a karaoke and a few beverages, as you can imagine. And some rather terrible singing that was performed pretty much all round. All right, Cassie, what are you doing here? You don't normally come on a movement snack. Here's Mrs. P. Afternoon to you. Just a few minutes to noon it is. Let me just get comfortable here. Perched on the edge of the coffee table. Yeah, so a few beverages and a bit of terrible singing occurred yesterday, late afternoon into the evening, and it was good fun. There were some videos taken as well, and I'm yet to, I must say, I don't normally do karaoke. I know how terrible I am. But myself and my sister, little sister, we did a couple of Madonna tracks. I was well into it. Normally I'd be like, oh no, I'm not doing karaoke. But last night I was like, if I can sing a Madonna tune, get out my way, clear the dance floor. Afternoon, George. Mrs. P's in, just dropped me a message. Cassie's in to join us as well, although she's probably not going to join us. She's probably just going to have a look and say hello and head off again. I'm happy. As far as the shirts go, the football shirts that I couldn't find in any of the shops the other day, my football shirts have arrived. So there's my first football shirt, which I'm quite pleased with. And this one, well, this one's well cool. It's an actual like summer Hawaiian type shirt with England badges all over it. Love it. So yeah, quite happy with that. Quite happy with them. Not so happy, headache this morning, but you know, self-inflicted and all. Right, come on then everybody, roll up, roll up. There's not many of you. Is it a busy Sunday today for you? Are a few of you playing catch up? Gillian with the G's here. Gillian, is it you that's on holiday at the moment? I can't, it's one of you two, but I can't remember which. Just remind me, is it you that's on holiday at the moment? And where are you? Afternoon, Jill. Afternoon, Malcolm. Thank you, George. It is 12 noon. It's just flicked across. My little clock has. And let's go. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. Welcome. Today is Sunday, the 23rd of July, 2023. Thank you, George. It's Gillian with the J, is it, that's on holiday, not with D. Right, thank you for my correction on that one. Today is Sunday, like I've just said. It's time to get on with the movement snack. It's the half-time of the France game, so let's get on with it, and then we can perhaps catch the second half if you care much about it. Let's go. Warm up, circulation boosting, good posture. I'll leave you to do those couple of things. Well, the good posture bit for sure. So sit tall, stand tall. Start steady, continue to be steady all the way through. Circulation boosting actions shouldn't make you feel wobbly. They should definitely warm you up though. So start with the foot pedals. If you sat down, start with a lifted posture, and then hip walking out the back of the chair, away from your support. And this is our support. You are the support for your body. So let's try and use it as much as we can. Picking up the knees into your leg march, bring in the arm swing if you please, perhaps the other arm as well, and keep moving at your own pace, which might be the same as my pace. It doesn't have to be. It might be a little bit slower, it might be a little bit quicker. It doesn't matter, as long as it's not taxing you cardiovascularly. Shouldn't feel hard work in the breathing and heart rate department, but they should be getting going, of course. So keep moving, drive the elbows back, roll down and peel up through your feet. And at any point you want to go into seated, or you're in seated currently and you want to try something in standing, then it's up to you. You make those choices that are right for you today. Take a pause, take a bit of a deep breath, take a bit of a slump if you like. We're going to start off with some ankle sweeping actions in seated. So if you just did that in standing, the circ boost, then come into seated. Get yourself, oh, got a croacle in my throat. Grab yourself a cushion, because this is going to go between the knees, just to keep our legs comfortable. Now, normally we do stuff with the ankles directly under the knees, but we don't with this move. Bring your feet a little bit further forwards, and then turn your toes in towards each other. Maybe just have a little bit of a fidget with your feet there. Make sure that they're feeling all right. Have a glance down. Yep. Sweep the feet out to the side. Lift up, so you're bending into the ankle there. Lower down. Sweep back in, so your big toes are pointing towards one another, and then pick up the feet there as well. Bending into the ankles. Keep going. Now, if you've had a look at what your feet are up to for a couple of those, then have a think and a focus on your posture. When we look, we generally roll and we sit in a not so active posture. So just lift up out of your hips. I tell you what we could do is every time we pick the feet up, make that be a posture prompt. So sit tall and then sweep out wide again. Sit tall as you pick your feet up. Sweeping in, sitting tall, picking the feet up, feeling the squeeze into and around the ankle. You possibly feel it along your shin area as well, and on the inside and outside knuckle bone of your ankles, around there, giving strength, stability to your ankles in what can be quite a dodgy position for your ankles to be in. If there's lack of strength, we can roll the ankles when we're walking or when we are, say, travelling over uneven surfaces, where the ankles need to be able to be loose enough to adjust and tweak their positioning over uneven surfaces, but they also need to have the strength not to kind of just roll as well. Okay, how's that? You might have just felt a bit of squeezing going on through your inner thighs. So let's, in fact, let's do something what we do in the 4 p.m. sometimes. Let's just give your inner thighs a stretch. So feet into a much wider position, pushing your hands to open out the knees. See how wide your feet can go? That's a bit better for me. Feeling that right into the groin and down along your inner thighs there. Lovely stuff. Recover the feet. Right, next up we are going to do some hip walk manoeuvring around the seat, and in standing there's something coming up for you. So a bit of focus on this hip walk. You can have your hands at the side of your seat, of course, as you lift and peel, and nudge and nuzzle your tailbone right back into the support of the chair, and then hip walk forwards. You can take a couple of steps to travel yourself around to a sideways facing position. Use your hands maybe to just support your upper body as you do that. You might want to go all the way around. You might want to break it up by just pausing in the middle and doing a bit of a hip walk there and back. I'll leave you to do a few of those. In standing then. Sideways step in. So take up some support, and what we're going to do is do different sizing of steps, of side steps. I'm just going to do one there and one back, but if you want to do a few in and along your external support, then feel free to do so. Starting then with the feet just a little bit closer together. Pick up the feet into just a small step there, and maybe do a few small steps. It could be 2, 3, 5, 10 that you do down the line. Now this second foot is important. Pick it up rather than just close it in and bash your feet together. Pick it up just like you're stepping over something. The medium height. Now the medium height step over doesn't have to be a bigger step. It's just a slightly higher pickup of the knee. If you want to lengthen out that step, feel free to do so. Maybe just keep a few small, easy to start off with. And then any bigger, wider, longer step is a little bit more of a challenge with your balance. You've got more shift, especially on that returning leg. A bigger step, the biggest step that you can possibly take. So picking up the knee as high as you can, settle it down. You are in a bit of a one leg stand for a bit there. The bigger the range of movement, the longer we stand and spend on one leg. So that you might have your hand on a small wall and be picking your feet up like this. You might be climbing over a stile in the countryside. You might be stepping over a bag or something. Stepping over just a little bit of stuff that you should have been tidying up, but you haven't got round to it yet. You may have a balance challenge, so do use your support as well as you need it. Okay, take a pause there. Right, the final thing that we're going to do is I need my tea towel. Have you got your tea towel? Have you got one handy? It could be a stretchy band. Oh, tell you what, I am going to use my stretchy band. Don't know where the tea towel is. Doesn't matter, either or. A tea towel or a stretchy band. the good old upper back strengthener to finish with. So palms facing upwards, just opens out the shoulders and sets them back and down a bit. Scooping up, a little bit of a gap between your fingers, and you're going to try and pull your hands a little bit wider. Then slide and glide the elbows back, squeeze and pinch the shoulder blades together, and then ease on out of it. And take a bit of a switch off if you need. Go for another one. Oh, I've got some dryness in my mouth. Okay. So, pulling, gliding, squeezing, holding for maybe 3, 4, or a peak hold of 5 seconds tops, and then relax and release. Now, if you've got a band, you'll get a little bit more stretchiness onto it, and that's okay. If you've got a band as well, you might want to double it over to give you a little bit of extra resistance. And if you want a bit of extra effort and you've not got your hands on a stretchy band, put in a hold here. 5 seconds maximum while still breathing. Should start to feel the effects of this. If you're not, after you've done about 3 or 4 times, then you might need to try and think of a way to make it harder. So doubling the band, of course, makes it harder. Getting a different band, of course, makes that harder, but you might not have a band or access to a stronger band. So we can hold it here for about 5 seconds and relax there. Okay, so aiming for around 6, 8, 10, in the region of that amount, but more so to the point, working to the point where you can really feel your muscles starting to ache, grumble a little bit, get towards a bit of fatigue as well, maybe even a warm sensation buzzing through your body as those muscles work. Just a couple of shoulder rolls to crowbar in, and that should do us nicely for today. Oh, you think some people were confused? Was it posted at 11:45, George? 11:45? No, it was definitely 30. So there you go. Apologies if that did confuzzle everybody. Okay, I'll have to have a check of that. Right, anyway, everybody, have a good day. Dave will be here with you for the 4 p.m. sway and stretch, and then we'll start the whole week over again tomorrow. So have a good afternoon, and enjoy the sway and stretch later. Cheers.